Denver, Colorado.
I live here. We've got sports falling out our ear holes. I like games.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 and Altitude TV.
Big, bad, and strong.
It's Moser, Lombardi, and Kane.
Let me tell you something. I have a PhD in losing.
So, Moj,
Okay, Vic.
you might be onto something here.
Here's Vic, Mark, and Brett.
Marty, I usually tell you to speed it up. Let it play. Let it build. Let it build. Moser, air drums, go. Vic, air guitar, go.
I would climb any mountain, sail across a stormy sea.
Sing it, Mosh.
If that's what it takes me, baby, to show how much you mean to me. And I guess it's just the
Oh,
one
by the way,
in you
Mosh, just quickly.
that brings
Marty,
out the man in
Go
me.
get Gary.
Yeah.
Go get him.
I know I can't help myself.
Yeah, get it.
You're
Get it.
all in the world to me.
Everybody, let's go.
It feels like the first time. It feels like the very first time.
Yo,
It
Gary.
feels like the first time. It feels like the very first time. I have waited
Oh,
a
my God.
lifetime. Spend my
Just
time
so everybody's aware,
foolishly.
I'm going to steal a quote from our very good friend Marc Moser, Vic, and say,
Together we'll make
I'm pickled. I'm pickled this morning.
and I know it must be
Truly pickled. I know, Vic, you didn't leave the festivities until like 3 in the morning, whenever it was. I was like 1:30, 2 o'clock. Can you believe, Vic Lombardi? I will give the floor to you as we start this show. And we have Gary playing or dancing in the background. We have Foreigner, your favorite band now, I guess, starting the show. The Nuggets have won the NBA title. They actually won. They actually did it, Vic. So go ahead.
First of all, I am most happy
For me.
for the city of Denver.
Oh.
And those fans who came out to every damn game. And there are some who I see at that arena every game. Doesn't matter who they play, when they play, how they play. And it was so cool for them to bask in that moment, to soak it in.
Yeah.
You know, I feel, Moj, I feel almost robbed of the emotion I want to feel because you're right. When you ride this roller coaster from the inside, I never got teary. Nothing ever happened. I just was along for the ride just to watch it. And it's just a different feeling.
It is. Brett and I was crying to Brett last night.
Yeah.
I mean, we were weepy.
Yeah.
We were hugging. It would, Vic, so when it's hard to explain. Yeah, when you're on the in, you probably don't feel the same because you're so emotionally invested in that. Okay, and then, but when you're sort of a little bit on the outside looking in, then it's like, oh my God, you think to everything that you've ever wanted for this team. For me, it's 27 years of being there in the building and the heartache and everything else. And man, it's just really cool. What a great scene at the end. Yeah, I'll tell you what was trippy to me. It was a 5-point game with 11 seconds to go, and the Heat just sort of walked off the floor, and then the clock just ran out. And I'm going, I thought it was going to come down to the, whistle down, and it just all hit me all at once, man. It was unbelievable.
I am looking right now at video of Aaron Gordon walking shirtless in downtown Denver last night. And it reminds me so much, Moj, in 2001 when the Avs won the Cup, Brett, they had a player by the name of Sean Podine who kept his uniform on. He never took his uniform off. Everything. Kept it on for 24 hours. He walked home. He was walking around Denver with his uniform on. And there's Aaron Gordon last night. That could have been dangerous, by the way.
Yeah.
That could have been very dangerous.
Like, security was probably advising, please don't do that. But
I mean, so he's walking around the streets of downtown Denver, and I I haven't seen any shots of the streets yet. I heard there's some unruly stuff and all that comes with it. But I told Mike Breen yesterday, as I expressed to you guys, I said, get ready, Mike. This place is going to be nuts.
Yeah.
He didn't believe me. He's like, nah, not Denver. I go, oh, yeah, it is. It's going to be nuts. The one time I felt it, I got a little verklempt, was when they gave the mic to Jamal Murray on the stage.
Yeah.
And he broke down, and you could see the tears.
Because that place exploded the second that Jamal got there.
And Brett, nobody left their seats.
I know.
Everybody was there,
I know.
Mark. Nobody left their seats. Everybody was there to soak that. And I don't know what else to say when those guys feel it like that, because they're so stoic and they're so straight ahead, and they wear their blinders, and it's locked in, and the next game, and we don't want to talk about celebrating this and that. And when they get to do it, it is next level.
Yeah.
When I thought, okay, I can't wait to see how they celebrate, it exceeded every expectation I had. Everyone.
And they deserve every single ounce of joy that's coming their way. I was reading the comments of Josh Kroenke following the game, and he's right. We're talking about organic. This is beyond organic. I mean, they did it all the right way, and you have to build and add pieces, and you have to shed pieces, even if you like those pieces, to get the pieces that you need to do it. And that's exactly what they did, Vic. I know that people wanted it to be a quicker process than it was.
Yeah.
I dig all that. Circumstances were whatever. But again, back to the universe and the thread to meet up at this point. It's all right here now.
We're going to shed some light on what took place in that locker room as much as we can after the game. In fact, Brett, I think it's still going.
I
wouldn't be surprised if it's still going. That carpet, walls, paint, everything needs to be replaced in there because it's an absolute crap show. But we're going to share stories about what we saw, what we noticed. More important than that, again, this is for you. This is for all those listeners and viewers. It's for Denver. I want you to share your story. I want you to please call the show. Call the show and let us hear from you this morning. If there's ever a morning, 303-504-0925. Because these moments, these accomplishments, these feats, they're meaningless unless you can share them with people. They're meaningless. I mean, just imagine going through life and not being able to share this stuff. Once you can share it, therein comes the glory and all the spirit of sport.
I was hugging people. I'm walking around the arena and they're hugging me. I'm hugging them.
Just randos.
Some guy's beard got all in my face and whatnot.
All up in there.
It was scraping all over my face, and I loved it. Dude, it was just, what a feeling. And I'm crying, and I'm on the way out. I'm not on the way out, but I see Dempsey and I see Marlo, and Hans is writing down his notes. I'm like, for God's sake, Hans, give me love, man. I need love.
He's still with his notes?
Yes, he's doing his notes.
My notes are soaked. My notes are soaked. My notes are gone.
It just, thank God, dude. And it's funny you said before we got on the air, during the end of the appetizer, that some of the coaches had listened to us
They do
sing the song and that sort of thing.
You find all this stuff out at the end of the season,
of course
by the way.
you do. But again, I would point
Do you
to the
think
coaches.
they're listening right now?
No, I don't think they are.
If they are, there's something wrong with them.
But I would say to them, too, you're in it. And so because you're in, they're only human beings. They're smart basketball human beings, but they're human beings. When you're in it, you can't, it's hard to, I think, take the outside in look. Cater, you and I, we know what we saw this entire postseason. We know what this was leading up to.
Yeah.
And it's okay, Vic. Yesterday I said, it's okay to trust your team, brother. And because you're in it, man. And to get the reward for you guys, it's just so killer. I'm so happy.
Is this true? 11 people shot in downtown Denver?
Yeah.
Man, that's not cool, man. That makes me sad.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me sad. That makes me really sad that gunplay has to. This is celebration time. This is a chance to really partake in a city celebration. That brings me down a notch. I'll be honest with you. When I hear about stuff like that, and you don't want people going downtown when you hear that. I didn't want my kids downtown.
I agree with you. I don't want to do that right now.
I get you.
I want to be happy.
No, I get you. No, I get you. And we will be happy. I mean, again, we got 3 hours of it. Share some of the conversations we had with people in the locker room last night. By the way,
Moj, hang on. Moj, do you want to know, take a guess, who do you think was the person in the locker room that was feeling it the most? Who was it?
Oh, golly.
Like the most dancing, the most spraying of champagne.
Yes, the most all of that.
Just
Yes.
like party central.
Who do you think that would be?
Well, I saw Coach Malone right in the middle of all
You're
of it.
wrong. It was Katie Wingy.
Katie was nuts.
Oh, you're kidding.
Wingy
Katie was next
by
level nuts.
far.
Katie was this like it was like a frat party.
Yes.
It was absolute mayhem. She single-handedly sprayed me with, I think, 3 champagne bottles.
You're kidding.
Oh, right in my face.
Oh, my God.
She was everywhere all the time, just with another bottle
By the
spraying
way,
something.
That champagne was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Holy crap. Maybe I've always had bad champagne in my life because I wanted more.
Hey,
Drinky.
Listen, Moj. Homeboy over here. For all the bubbles hurting his tummy,
Oh, I wish.
I saw the amount of Michelob Ultras in this man's hand, the amount of champagnes he was drinking, and I'm like,
double
bubbly,
fisted.
bubbly,
That's
bubbly,
awesome.
bubbly. Nothing for him, nothing. And he's got a cigar in his mouth, and I go, are you me?
Yeah.
Am I watching? Am I looking in a mirror? What's happening here?
You always let the guard down for one occasion, and that occasion was everything and well worth it. Need your phone calls. I want to hear from all of you. I want to know where
they're
you watched,
stacked
how
up.
you watched, who you watched with, what it means to you. This always means something different to everybody else. I just want you to know one thing. It exceeded my expectations, and that is hard because I've waited my whole life for this. It's exceeded the expectations.
That building was so loud. You know,
Yeah, it
Kaner,
was.
they won the Avs won in 01. The only time they won at home. And I remember walking out onto the ice. I think I was the first dude out there when they opened the side door. And I just stopped for a second as they're jumping on each other. And I just looked around. I couldn't see anything. But, you know, you're just, Last night, I really allowed myself to try and open all my senses to listen and feel and everything. It was so loud and crazy.
We live in Titletown right now. The Stanley
do.
Cup championship still belongs to Denver right now.
You're damn right.
Yep.
As well,
The NBA, it's still
at least for the next 8 hours.
exactly
Yeah,
right.
10
But it
hours.
still
Right
belongs
now,
to Denver.
right now.
This is Titletown, USA. Denver, Colorado is the center of the sports universe. I mean, wow. Wow.
Suck it, Boston.
Let's get a quick call here from first call of the day. JL? Is that it? JL? Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, Yael, you said that
Yael,
perfectly, man. Good morning.
good morning. How are you doing, buddy?
Doing great, man. I'm doing super great, even though I'm super tired right now.
Yeah.
Hear that?
We've been waiting for this moment for such a long time, man. My wife did not let me go downtown, but I said, the hell with that. I've been waiting for this moment since I was my kid's age. So, see ya. I'm going downtown and just take it all in. Take it all in with all the fans. All the energy downtown was awesome. Tragic that some people just don't know how to handle themselves. Absolutely, that's dumb. No, but come on. We're Denver. We're better than that. Let's take it all in, man.
Well, I'm glad you got to enjoy
Yeah,
it, my
right on,
brother.
Thanks for
I'm
calling,
glad
Joe.
you got to enjoy it.
Again, if you guys want in, 303-504-0925. So, I want to get to some of the audio from last night because I missed a lot of it. I heard
I did
Jokic.
too.
I
I
heard
did too.
Jokic, and if you guys haven't heard Jokic, and his reaction to winning the title is one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Dude,
and it's so Nicola.
I'm like, okay, so everybody hears that, and now they know.
Hey,
this
yes.
is that dude. This is dude.
The parade is Thursday. Perhaps they should have asked Nicola when he wishes to embark
Well,
because
he would have said last night at 2 a.m. He's like, get it over with.
He don't want to wait for Thursday.
No. So we'll get to all of that. If you're on hold, we'll get to you in a second. I promise. Stick around.
So here we go. Kyle Lowry will inbound it. The Nuggets lead it by 5. Denver looking to win the NBA championship. And here we go. Lowry looks in. Inbound. Over to Strus. Lowry 3. That one misses. Rebound down to KCP. 8 seconds left to go. Casey's across the timeline, and he'll dribble it out. The 47-year wait is over. The Denver Nuggets stand on top of the NBA world. They are champions. And Nuggets fans from sea to shining sea can rest or die in peace.
Oh, good for you, Kaz.
Kaz, man,
Good for you, buddy.
That's a moment of clarity. A moment, man. By the way, why am I the one paying you guys every time something good happens here?
Because we don't have any cash on us right now.
Why?
Jesse-
I'm not going
Jesse's
to
going to
bring
get
cash
beer.
anymore.
Jesse's going to get beer.
We've commissioned Jesse. This is, by the way, Jesse's job. Whenever the team wins a championship, we have a show the next day. He has to leave to go get us beer.
He did last year. It was just Jesse and I, though, in Tampa in an empty ice rink.
Hey, Jesse, save the receipt. I'm going to expense it. Did you hear me?
He had such a giant fist pump when you
Save
said
the
it.
receipt because I'm going to expense it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got. Yeah, please. Yeah. What's that?
Yeah, don't worry about
This can be an on-air conversation. That's
Yeah.
fine if you need to ask something, Jesse.
it. He's trying to
Vic's
figure out.
paying for right now.
Yeah, Vic.
What?
You got the nice little send-off package here to retirement, so you buy drinks. That's how it works.
By the
how
way,
it goes.
I've been made an offer I can't refuse. So retirement's going to have to wait a little
What's going
bit.
to put on hold?
Yeah.
Put on hold.
Dude, look at my eyeballs right now.
Hey, before we get to more calls here,
Louise.
can I just say something about last night in the game, the actual game?
I
The
don't
Nuggets
know.
played as bad as possible.
Do you understand?
You know what I mean?
Do you know how hard it is to go? What was it? First half, 2 for 22 from 3.
I looked at
What was
Brett. I go, bro, I think they're 1 for 13. And he goes, I think they're worse than that. And I go,
I mean-
bro, they can't make a 3. They can't make a shot.
5 for 28 from 3. The good news is Miami wasn't much better.
No, they were not.
Miami was not much. They kept jacking those things up as well. And the Nuggets missing 10 free throws. 10.
That's the thing, dude. They weren't just missing threes; they couldn't hit from the line either.
And let's admit something. When you're missing like that, all right, and you're
nerves.
That's nerves. That's
of
energy.
course.
That's restless energy. We want to do it here in front of our fans.
Yep.
And they got human. The only person who it didn't hurt because he's immune to this stuff is Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, how?
It doesn't because I told you he doesn't get nervous.
Everybody,
He doesn't get nervous.
from an efficiency standpoint, was bad last night for the most part,
He was 12 of 16.
except for him.
He
who was
doesn't
remarkable.
get nervous.
Can I play the audio, by the way? I didn't hear this until this morning at 6 o'clock, which, by the way, do you guys want to know how weird it was that I walked into this studio almost late, kind of late, and I'm staring at Mark Springer and Rob Trujillo, and I'm like, what's going on here? What time is it? Why are you guys here? They did the show throughout the entire night.
Oh, I know. I heard
The
it
entire night.
on the way back home. I heard somebody was doing the show last night.
Mark and Rob
I think I called.
all night long did that show, and I want you guys to hear this, though, because it's the first time I heard it this morning. Nikola Jokic had his own Jamal Murray moment. Remember when Jamal said in the bubble, we play Thursday?
Yeah.
Joker basically did that with the parade. Go ahead, Marty.
When is parade? When is parade? No. I need to go home. Okay.
That's so good.
I mean, we succeed in our jobs.
Can I hear Lisa Salters now when he is at the podium with Lisa
So
Salters?
good.
She got booed, bro. Holy moly.
She did.
Probably
You are an NBA champion, Nicola. How does that feel?
It's good. It's good. The job is done. We can go home now.
That's it. That's it, bro.
Everybody's
job is done.
expecting, like, we're going to Disney World or something like that. He goes, it's good. It's good.
But see,
We did our job. We go home now.
And now you know, I mean, that's why he doesn't get nervous. I mean, it is a job to him. It's a job to him. It's not life or death to him. He's a competitor. Oh man, is he a competitor? But he just treats it differently. And until we understand that, we'll never really understand what makes him great. But that's what makes him great right there. He doesn't have nerves.
He's such a unique.
Hey.
He's such a unique dude, man.
Didn't Kevin Durant tell us this like a week ago?
Yeah, and then he deleted the tweet. I thought it was
Go to work, go home, FaceTime his horses, hop in the pool. That's all he wants to do. He literally hopped in the pool, by the way, after the game.
He threw Jamal in the pool too.
Yeah.
They have the little pools in the back of the locker room, Moj, and everybody, they're just shoving each other into the pools. It was, can you please, I want to take more calls, 303-504-0925, and let us know, Marty, when we have people.
We have plenty.
Are they plugged in?
All of them.
Are they?
All
Okay,
of
well,
the lines.
you know what? Let's not be rude. Let's mosey through these quickly and get to some calls and let them talk about their moment last
Let's go to
night.
James next. Hi, James.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, my man.
All right, I'm in King Supers. I got like 16 newspapers right now.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Nice.
But no, I just wanted to let y'all know, big fan of the show.
Thank you, man.
Lifetime Nuggets fan. My buddies were telling me to go out last night, but I watched every game this playoffs at home with my family, my mom and my brothers, and it was magical, man.
See, that's the way to spend it. Spend it with those closest to you, and that's how you enjoy those memories most, man. James, congratulations, buddy, and thanks for the call. Get those papers. Who's next on the line?
Just quickly, by the way, can I say one thing as he brought this up, and then we'll go to the next caller?
Mm-hmm. He reads newspapers like me? Yeah.
Well, it's not just that. He goes, I watched every game at home.
Uh-huh.
And something about that clicked with me and reminded me, Moj, the Avs went 16-4 in the postseason.
Yeah.
Or the Nuggets did. They matched what the
They
Avs
matched,
did.
yeah,
As
exact same run.
16-4 in the postseason.
Sure did.
Like that dominant, oh my bleeping bleep
Yes.
from last year with the Avs. How did they do that well? The Nuggets just did 16-4.
They did the same thing.
How do we, Marty, I don't know how we get it. We have to get some of these interviews from last night because I interviewed Stan Kroenke and asked him about that very thing, and he went into detail. And I want you guys to hear it. I just don't know how to get it.
Where is it?
It's in an altitude TV camera or something. Hard drive. I don't know. Where does that stuff go? Where does it go?
You sounded like this was Zoolander. It's in the computer.
It's in there.
It's in the computer.
I want to get it. But I want you guys to hear the interview I did with MPJ, too, because MPJ was really emotional.
Can I tell you something about him? His shot, again, wasn't falling last
Doesn't
night.
matter. He balled.
He played
He
fantastic last night.
He came to play last night. He didn't mess around. He had 13 rebounds, guys. 16 points, 13 rebounds. He is the Nuggets' second leading scorer on title night.
Yep.
And it wasn't easy at all. 1 of 6 from 3. But how happy were you for him when he hit that first 3? Because that gave him the lead.
So happy. So happy.
Loud was that arena when it finally fell.
Insanely loud.
It was like 4 games of buildup for just one, man.
Just make one.
Just 1 3. All right, let's get to another call here. Ricky is up next. Ricky, what's up, buddy?
You said I started a gang, bro.
Yo, bro.
Ricky's talking to somebody.
Ricky's
Ricky
gone.
had it.
Oh,
Now
no,
he's
we
gone.
lost Ricky.
Yeah.
Damn it, Ricky. Who's next?
Ricky, don't lose that number.
Mike is up next. Hi, Mike.
Good morning. I'm listening from Pennsylvania here, and
Oh, man.
Cause has been my lifeline all year long,
Nice.
listening to the radio broadcast. And last night I got so nervous, I was pacing up and down 11 o'clock at night, up and down my neighborhood, listening to Cause. And when he exploded, I exploded.
Yeah.
I think I got the borough police called on me.
That's a great
Thanks,
call.
Mike.
Hey,
That's
Mike,
awesome.
this is funny how people handle nerves differently. Like, we were watching with Moj. You guys came in that room, and Moj had to leave.
I
'cause
couldn't
he
handle
had
it.
to
I
change
had
the
to go.
juju, right?
I had to
You
go.
had to leave.
I looked at him. I go, dude, not
go.
working.
Yeah.
We gotta move. Gotta move.
Fourth quarter, my hands were. Look at my penmanship at the end when I was trying to write notes down. I can't even read my own writing.
Yeah.
I started walking around the perimeter of the arena. I couldn't do it either, man. I can't. I don't know what it is. It was so tight. Everything was tight.
Moj. We were watching in the hallway where you go down to your seats or whatever. We were just watching from a hallway.
Yeah.
I just felt Moj's hand grab the back of my shirt and yank like I was a child.
Gotta go.
Do you want to know why?
No.
Because I went down a step.
Oh no.
And the juju was good when I was at the very top, not with one foot on the stair.
I said, you got to get back up here, and I've got to be behind you, breathing on you. Otherwise, they're not going to make a run.
You know what
so
that
get
was?
your ass up here.
That was the ugliest, most beautiful game in
know.
Nuggets history.
I
Listen
know,
to me.
man.
It was the ugliest, most beautiful game in Nuggets history. Ugly as can
Do you
be.
know if that game was like November 17th or something? in a regular season. Do you know how pissed I would be the next morning on this show?
And we'd be like, yeah, they won, but God, it was so
Oh,
brutal.
I'd be killing them.
Yep.
I'm so happy.
When let me see here, because late I lost track of what the hell was going on. I'm watching. All right, Jimmy made his free throws. First of all, I talked to Nuggets coaches
That
about
3, is that what you were talking
the
about?
overturn. I thought it was going to
The
be
foul?
overturned for sure. I thought for sure. In fact, I started walking off saying, okay, it's no big deal. The Nuggets will win this challenge. How? So I didn't watch the television. Marty, what did they say? Why did that not
Apparently
get
they
overturned?
didn't give him a place to land. Like, I don't know.
But the leg was
kicked. I know. But apparently his momentum, that he didn't give him a good landing spot.
So Aaron Gordon's junk didn't allow him to land?
He fouled out. Your junk gets 1 foul per game, and he fouled out.
First of all, congratulations,
Jeez.
Aaron Gordon. Good for you. Second of all, I can't believe that wasn't overturned. You think about it this way, Vic. Everything in the cake that was baked for that win last night was recipes and ingredients for the Nuggets to lose. They were terrible from 3. They couldn't hit a free throw. They turned the ball over a lot. They had everybody in foul trouble.
Wait,
Like,
Jimmy?
everybody.
Jimmy kicked somebody in the Jimmy during that? I'm reading
Aaron
here.
Gordon.
He did? Okay,
Yes.
so I
The
couldn't
foul
tell
took
from-
place on Aaron's junk.
This is why sometimes it's worth watching on television, because you get to see all the angles and all that business, and we don't get those angles. But I'm going to tell you a low-key play of the game, guys, because it happened soon after. Jimmy makes a pair of free throws, and Miami goes up by 1. It is 89-88 with 1:30 left. And now it's like, oh, my God. 89-88.
Yep.
Jamal comes down, attempts a jumper, little off-balance deal, misses. And now you're thinking, oh, God. In swoops Bruce Brown from the backside.
Give it up. Give it up
Underneath
for Bruce, everybody.
Bam. Underneath Bam. Grabs the board in all-in-one motion. Gives the Nuggets the lead for good that would never trail again. That right there, that bucket, that's why you go get a Bruce Brown. That's why you go get the pieces. That bucket.
Do you guys want to watch television or no?
Hold on, Vic. They don't
I
have
don't-
your, they don't
I
have
don't
your
care.
beer.
I don't care what
Okay,
they say.
that's fine.
They
I
don't,
don't,
they don't have your beer. So
just tell me, hey, just make sure you get the receipt. Whatever beer.
Just say,
Whatever beer. I don't care.
Jesse, get it.
I don't care. I
Get
don't
some
care.
beer.
I'll drink what you guys are drinking. But you know what? My mouth tastes so bad right now.
because you sucked on 3 stogies in a row,
Oh,
man.
my God.
Yeah.
Vic used to be a stogie guy. He's not much of a
Yeah.
stogie guy anymore, but he sucked down those stogies.
Look,
It's been a while.
Moj, you know this about me. I enjoy cigars occasionally,
Yes.
like probably 1 a week, I would say. I threw down 2 of those suckers last night, and I never do
Those
this.
are good.
They were really good.
Like, too good.
I got a second one. I just found it randomly, and I go, this is mine now. Couldn't find a cutter, and the guy with the lighter goes, bite it. And and I feel like I've been picking that little, I've been picking the cigar out of my teeth ever since I did that. Ever since.
Worth it. Any
Just
more
bite,
calls?
just bite the end off, man. Just bite a little bit of the end off. Just get enough to get the flow going, and you're good to go, baby.
Let's get another call here. Who's been waiting? Mike is next.
I think we.
Oh, no, we just had
talked
Mike.
to Mike.
Eric is next. Hi, Eric.
Eric.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
I'm 32. I have been watching the Nuggets my whole life. My mom used to work for the Nuggets growing up, and man, this is the craziest thing. I couldn't be more excited, more proud of this team. Like, man, this was the perfect way to do it, and we've won in every single way this season.
Yeah.
Not just during the regular
point.
season, but the postseason. Man, this was amazing.
Yeah.
Great
Appreciate
point,
it, Eric.
Great
Thank you.
point, man. You, I think you speak for everybody when I say the Nuggets can beat you every which way.
Yeah.
You want to run? Let's run.
You don't got to say can anymore, Vic. You can say did.
Exactly. You want a slop fest, which is what that was last night? That was slogging in the mud. That was two bovine animals just slogging in the freaking mud.
What does a bovine sound like, Moshe? What does it sound like?
I mean, just 2 of them. And throw some piggy in there, some squealers.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what that
Marty,
was.
good to talk to you again. Haven't talked to you in a while.
Guys, fourth quarter, did they ever call a foul outside of the Jimmy crap that they call?
Well, they let
dudes were getting
a
freaking
lot go.
hammered.
Brett and I. So in that second quarter, Joker's going in on Bam, and it's like again 2 bovines going bang, 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 and Brett goes, "My God, they're killing each other." Then he goes to the left hand, he lays it in. I go, "You're letting everything go."
I mean, you made it sound like I was a wife watching her husband get pummeled in.
Where Joker got fouled 4 times on the way to the rim.
I know.
Like
Yes.
hard fouls. And you're like, oh, okay. All right. But how about the Nuggets defensively? How about Aaron Gordon blocking that shot out of midair, the jump shot? I think it was Gabe Vincent. I can't, or Kyle Lowry.
Yep.
Someone attempted a jump shot, and Aaron Gordon's like, no. We're not doing
Lowry.
We're not doing that here. We're not doing. Listen,
and the place went crazy.
Not only did he reject it, he grabbed it. He said, "We're not doing this here,
dude."
Remind me of Alfonso. I saw Alfonso last night.
Yeah, you talked to him.
Fonz, God, hey Marty, find these interviews. Go and they're somewhere.
Go find the camera and
go find these interviews.
Marty,
how do we
take
get
the
them?
Come on, Marty.
Come
You
on,
know your shot wasn't falling like you like, but you played your ass off tonight. How happy are you with your personal performance?
That's all I could do is play hard. I can't control the shots every time. I wish I made some more jumpers. I don't care about that. I'm a champion. I played hard. I left it on the floor. That's all I could ask myself.
What was the difference tonight? Because you guys went down. You were down for a while, but you stayed in the game.
That's what we do. That's what we've been doing all year. I couldn't be more proud of this group.
All right, so you win a game like you did. Did it have to be hard? You knew it had to be hard, right? It's never easy.
Our closeout games are the hardest games against that team. I can't describe how hard it was. I can't believe we did it like this.
Who are you happiest for, Michael? Who are you happiest for?
Everybody that helped me get to this point. You know what I mean? I'm happy for myself, but everybody who believed in me, the Nuggets organization, the Cronkies, Tim Conley, even though he wasn't a part of this, he drafted me. You know what I mean? I'm happy for everyone who helped me get to this point, my family, everyone who encouraged me in those dark days. I'm just happy for the whole city of Columbia, you know what I mean? Happy for everybody.
Dude, you're a champion.
I'm a champion.
You're a champion.
That's so cool.
So interesting.
God, that's so cool.
When we had Josh Kroenke on a couple of weeks ago, and nothing, obviously, he wasn't putting any cart on top of any horse.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, the job's not done, but everybody who helped build this thing, people who are here, people who are no longer here, they've all had a hand and a piece in this. And how interesting and unique is it, Vic? As we're talking to Kaz yesterday morning, and he's getting texts from from Tim Conley, and I mean everybody at Monte. Everybody who's been around, dude, they're all just they feel a part of it, and that's important.
Let me tell you something, though.
And that's unique, man.
Let me tell you something.
Wow.
And a texter says MPJ mentions everyone except Michael Malone. Dude, I saw him and Malone. Hugging for about 2 straight minutes after the game.
This is how false perceptions get out there.
Yeah.
People don't understand what they see in the room.
I have the video on my phone.
Let me tell you something. Michael Porter Jr., 2 years ago, if he shoots the way he did last night, he'd be completely shut down. And he'd
play 6 minutes.
If he goes 7 of 17 2 years ago, if he goes 1 of 6 2 years ago, he doesn't do what the other stuff he does. The 13 rebounds, the hustles. He was on the floor. He was moving. He wanted it so bad.
Yeah.
He was moving. He doesn't care about the numbers right now. Did he want to shoot lights out? Yes, he didn't. Nobody could last night. Nobody could.
Can I tell you something, though, with that interview? When you said the moment where you're starting to get emotional, you said, who are you? Or what was the question about?
Who are you most happy for?
Yeah. Can you imagine being 24 years old, going through 3 back surgeries, struggling in the NBA Finals? Like, you worked your life to get here, you struggled, but finding a way to push through and make, like, I saw the smile on his face. It was ear to ear. That dude, he did not care how many shots he missed in that game. He's like, look, man, I gave it everything that I had. I was so happy for Porter.
Were you in the room
game.
last night? I'm watching Michael Malone being bounced up and down by the Jokic brothers now on ESPN. Were you in the locker room when the Jokic brothers started dancing with Michael Malone to Serbian music?
Yep.
Oh, my God, that was so good. So Moj,
I got my dream.
The brothers came in and they
picture with them.
They took over the DJ out and they started throwing their tunes in there.
Yeah.
And everybody went. It was so funny. It was so good. So good.
303-504-0925. If you're on hold, I promise we'll get to you guys. I promise we will, because this show is going to be about you. It's about all of Denver today who witnessed the first ever NBA championship. We'll get to their more calls in just a few minutes. Stick around.
Yo. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. Watch the show on Twitch at twitch.tv/AltitudeSR. Brought to you by Safeway.
I like the way you work it, no diggity. I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I got to
Dude, legit, I didn't even know what time it was just now. I'm like, what time is it?
Hey.
Oh, God.
I think Joker, by the way, as I think about the parade on Thursday, and let's hope he does stick around for the parade.
Oh, there's no way he's not going to be there.
We're going to be carrying that parade live on Altitude, and we got you set all Thursday morning, of course. This is where you need to be for that kind of stuff.
Are we doing the show? Are we doing the show from downtown?
Oh, yeah. We're going to do it right next. There's the shot. There's the shot of Joker throwing Jamal into the pool.
Jamal, pro move. He did the hug.
That is so good. Yeah, pulled him with him. That is so good. But I think Joker should ride the parade, guys, on one of his harnesses, like a harness race.
Oh, that'd be so good.
No, seriously. Just have a couple horses or one horse.
It's called a sulky.
Okay, the Selkie Trophy. He should ride it on the Selkie Trophy.
That'd be so good.
Whatever it takes, that would be the best. But I know he wants to share the moment with his family. So 10 a.m. parade, Thursday morning. From what I could see, the weather's going to clear up again a bit by Thursday. Thank God. Have we seen the sun? Has the sun shone since this playoffs March began?
No.
I mean, what is going on here? Thank God the Nuggets have occupied our time. If the Nuggets had not done this, do you know how depressed I'd be?
Oh, yeah.
With the lack of sun in this town?
Why can't Kylie fix it,
You're
Martin?
so white.
Tell her to fix the sun.
Stop being so white. Now I know why you're so
You
white.
talking to me?
Yes. Get some sun.
This must
Bro,
be what
we
this
could
must be
live-
like what your whole life
I
has
know your
been
whole
like
life
to this
is like
point.
this. No sun ever.
We could live on the equator, and I would look the same as I do right now.
You are wrecked right now.
Dude, when you have
Moj.
I was so happy for Brett last night because Brett, listen, Brett, you came to this town. You're such a spoiled brat. You came to this
What do
town.
you mean? I brought the winning.
And you got a Stanley Cup.
I brought the winning.
And now
the second I get here, all these teams get good.
You ridiculous. And then,
my daughter is born a year ago. She's already seen 2 championships that she won't remember.
Spoiled kid in Denver.
Powder is in the locker room taking pictures with the freaking trophy. With the trophy, man.
Yeah, Moj, hang on.
Show him the picture with the trophy.
Let me see.
Your picture is, by the way, the best. I got a picture of Vic with the trophy. It is one of my favorite things ever.
That thing is heavy.
Look at that.
Look at
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, look
that's
at
so
that.
good. Monica.
And you know, every player, every coach, every staff member, right? And here's why I loved that celebration. Everyone came up.
I
and
saw that
said,
one. So good.
"Hey, congratulations were sent both ways to everybody, right? You congratulate, and everybody was congratulating. It's like, wait a minute, you did it. Who you You're the ones who played. You're the ones who won. But it's for the city. They recognize what this means to the city and to everybody who partook in this for so many years. The players understand that. The coaches understand that. This is a gift.
And you know what? I know that we've mentioned this at times already about how good the crowd was yesterday. Shout out to all those Nuggets fans throughout this entire postseason run, by the way. Not just last night.
Yeah.
Last night, obviously, great crowd.
Yeah.
The entire postseason, Vic, they have been electric.
The notch, I don't know. I don't have one of those sound barometers. What do they call those things?
Decibel readers?
Decibel reader. The noises.
Decibel meter.
The noises that were being made in that arena last night. When do you think it got loudest?
Loudest?
Yeah, I thought when MPJ made that 3 to give him
MPJ
the
3?
That was
Jamal
pretty
3.
crazy.
MPJ 3, Aaron Gordon block,
Huge.
and Jamal Murray introduced at the postgame.
Yeah, because everybody was still there.
Like, that legitimately, that might have been the loudest it
But
got.
you know what? In all honesty, it seemed to me like every bucket made in the fourth quarter was it felt like every fourth quarter bucket was louder than the previous one.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, so tell me what's going through your emotions, because I did jot down what happened there in the last couple minutes. So tell me what's going through your mind when, by the way, Joker was just relentless and unstoppable in the fourth. He makes a little runner to make it 83-76, 4.5 minutes left. They're up by 7. So you allow yourself to get a little excited, don't you?
Sure.
It's 83-76, 4.5 minutes left for Titletown. So at that point, you're like, okay, relax. KCP makes a 3, and they're still up by 7, 86-79. And then Jimmy Butler goes to work. Jimmy Butler scored 13 straight points. He hit a pair of threes. He flails on a 3, hit all 3 free throws. He makes a jumper to make it 87-86, and then free throws to give Miami the lead. They led, and they led with $1:30 left. What were you thinking at that point?
Uh-oh.
I was scared.
Yeah.
But I still felt okay. I did. I still felt okay, but I was scared.
Here come the Nuggets. Under $1.50 to play. Everything's crazy. They can't get into their offense. They extend their defense. Jamal misses on a jumper, hits the front of the rim.
Yeah.
And now you're saying to yourself, oh, God.
No,
but before they pull the rebound, from the backside comes Bruce Brown. Yeah. Just slithered in there, just crept in there, just snuck in. Snags the board for a rebound bucket to give the Nuggets a lead they would never relinquish.
Yep. By the way, Marty, for one of those plays, if you got the Gordon block or you got the Porter 3 or something, I want to hear it. A texter says,
Jimmy Butler goes to the left hand, drives in on Murray, throws it in the corner to Strus. Strus drives in on Bruce Brown. He's at the nail. Back behind him now it's Lowry. 5 on the clock for Miami, guarded by Aaron Gordon. Lowry, blocked by Gordon. He made him eat it. Outlet pass over to Jamal Murray. Denver's got to score here. And Murray settles everybody down. He's left side of the midcourt circle. Denver needs a bucket. Murray goes to the right hand. Jumper. Yes! Timeout Spoelstra again. Denver leads
sequence.
it by 5.
What a huge sequence. And by the way, a texter says Mike Greenberg tweeted out that was one of the loudest arenas he's ever been in.
Everybody said this. Everybody that's come through town has acknowledged how loud this arena is. And it's organically loud. It's not like sound effect loud like some arenas are. By the way, I'm looking at something. Christian Brown, who was in full uniform all night, never took his uniform off. He was running around full uniform. Listen to his resume. Tell me if this is good. He won 3 straight high school championships. 3 straight. 3 in a row. Graduated with 3 straight. He won an NCAA championship. And the next year won an NBA championship. All he knows is championships.
Sitting there.
This is all he knows is championships. It's all he does is championships.
Is that almost annoying that every time you participate in something, you're winning it every single time?
And he made some plays last night,
he
man.
did, yeah.
You know what? Give it up for DeAndre Jordan.
I was going to say, I know DJ got 3 minutes or whatever it was. They were really good minutes, though.
They were. Give it up for DeAndre Jordan. Ish Smith. I got a chance to visit with Ish last night, dude. I'm so happy for Ish. 13 teams in this league.
Ish looked like the happiest guy in that locker room, Moj. Like you could not erase the smile off that guy's face. And what I loved was there's a moment between Ish, Jeff Green, and DJ as they were all shirtless and dancing in the middle of the locker room. And I go, there it is. All the guys that have waited the longest on this team to feel this moment, boom, got theirs.
Yeah. Aaron Gordon was a 1 of 6 because he was in foul trouble. Didn't get a chance to play as much as he had liked, right? He had 3 fouls early. The foul trouble just killed me, right? 2 fouls for Joker, 3 for Aaron Gordon.
So that when
Jamal got his second early, I mean, it was just like, come on.
Aaron comes back in and gets his third, and we're going,
come on,
no. And I thought, okay, as long as the Heat don't run away with the game right now, when these guys are on the bench, especially when Joker's sitting, you're going to be okay.
Hey, did you know,
they were okay.
I'm looking at the numbers. Did you know Jamal almost got a triple-double? 14, 8, and 8. He is filling the stat sheet, and he's doing so now on a consistent basis. Again, he's a much better point guard than he was before the injury. He's a much better point guard now. He's a more all-around player.
Do we just need to tell Jamal that every game is a playoff game, even in the regular season? If he's just going to continue to do this?
I want so badly to call some of these dudes and get them on the show, but I just think they're not going to wake up.
Yeah.
Family members as well, because the family members you saw, they were all partying with the players. I mean, Roger Murray, Jamal's dad was in there. His Roger's wife and Jamal's mom and his younger brother, they were all in there. The Serbians were in all the coaches' wives, and I've never seen a locker room used as party central. It was like, you know what it was like, Moj? Hey, let's go to Moser's house. It's homecoming weekend. Let's go to Moser's house, have a party. His parents are gone. That's what it was.
It really did. It felt like the parents were out of town.
Parents were out of town. Hey, guys, try not to make a mess. Oh,
hey,
sorry.
What do I do with the cigar? Ash it on the ground.
Exactly. Dude, I was afraid. I was like, there could be a fire in here.
I know.
You know, I thought about coming down there. I thought about it. And I thought to myself, you know, this is their time and your time, Vic.
It's my time.
Yeah, it's
my time. Brett just
time.
horks in. That's okay, too. But I thought, you know what? Listen, man.
It was my turn.
They don't need me in there, you know, drinking their beer and smoking their stogies and
they were all asking, where's
Moj? Nobody was asking that whatsoever.
All right. So, again, if you guys are on hold, I promise we'll get to you. 303-504-0925. Keep the calls. Keep the texts coming in.
We got to keep
Today's
the energy.
about you.
We got to keep the energy up. We can crash later, man.
Can we call Nick Wright?
We're a few minutes away from energy being reestablished, especially within me.
Can we call Nick Wright?
Oh, he's not awake.
Today?
Yeah, I want to call Nick Wright.
I want to wait. I can't do that today.
Oh, I want to call him and just rub it in. So I really do. I got a long memory.
No, see, here's the thing, Elephant. I do too.
And I can't wait to call.
You know what? All those guys, Dan Patrick.
Marty, call Dan Patrick.
Stick it. I mean, listen, those guys don't matter right now, okay? Well, maybe that guy does. Where's Spike? Where the hell is Spike?
You just want a round table of all the people that have wronged us in the past?
Would you call Eskin, please? Call Eskin, see if he'll come on.
All right.
They have nothing to say.
303-504.
What are they going to say? Good job.
Yeah, you know what? I don't want those guys spoiling our parade, our joy.
Call him. No, don't call him.
Forget, don't call him.
Are you having a radio show with yourself and arguing with yourself?
Yes, I am.
I'll call them and say, we don't want to talk to you. Goodbye.
Exactly.
Okay. That'd be really funny. If you did that and recorded it, that'd be the funniest thing in the world.
Say, yeah, Nick. Hey, yeah, Mario. Listen, we don't want you on. I just want to tell you to go
want to
to
let you know.
hell.
Exactly. That would be so good.
All right. If you're on hold, stay there. Back after this.
Believe it. Your Denver Nuggets are world champions.
A huge shout out to Nuggets Nation. We love you guys, but I got news for everybody out there. We're not satisfied with one. We want more. We want more.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.